everybody. Hope everybody's day is going well. Just out for a little cruise with the dogs and the Umbrella Canine unit. So the reason why I'm doing this today is I'm starting up a new trucking channel. It's going to have a lot of educational stuff in it. It's going to have, a lot of what I do on my personal time when I'm home. Like stuff that I get to share with you guys, like stuff that, a truck driver, how chaotic our life can be, on the road, how chaotic it can be even when we're home, because when we're home, a lot of us don't have a lot of time. A lot of us are out for 2 weeks. Some of us are out for 3 weeks to a month. Some of us are out for a year. And when we're home, typically when we're out for 2 to 3 weeks, even a month, a lot of us are only home for 36 hours, which isn't a lot of time. And I'm like, if you end up doing the math, that's a day and a half, and about 16 plus of those hours are spent sleeping. So there's not a lot of time. We basically get to crunch everything into a 12-hour period, and that's it. So that's, like our doctor's appointments, getting groceries, that's, making our meals for the road, squeezing family in there some way, somehow. So there's not a whole lot of time for us, and a lot of people don't realize that. So this is where I get to share with you guys on those things and just exactly what it is that we do. I'm going to be getting into a lease program with the company I'm working for. I've been doing this for about a year and a half now. I know a lot of you are going to see this, and especially the drivers, the seasoned ones. I know it's too soon. As far as experience goes, the only reason why I'm doing this is because I have a huge support system. I've got a couple friends of mine that have been leasing already for, one of my friends has been leasing for a number of years already. I have another friend of mine who's been driving for well over 10 years. He's leasing now, and it's all through the same company. It's not like they're working for a different company and I'm getting into a lease program and they're not going to know anything about it or anything else like that. And it's like, if that was the case, I honestly wouldn't even be looking into this. But because I have the support program and I know I'm going to have the help that I need, as they said, I just got to make sure, I perk my ears up, and when they tell me that I need to do something a certain way, then I'm following what they say, whether it be for fueling, my trip planning, which my trip planning, still needs work. I know I've only been doing this a year and a half, and it's like, I've been listening to a lot of drivers too, and it's like, it doesn't matter in this industry. You could have been driving for 25 years, you could be driving for 10 years, 15 years. You're never really going to get out of the rookie phase. Yes, you get to the point where you're comfortable with your truck, you know how to drive your truck. Yes, you get comfortable with the paperwork, dealing with customs and anything else like that. Am I still learning those things? Sure. Will I be learning those things 10 years from now? Yep, probably, because, things change every year. And that's fine. I'm willing to accept that. I'm willing to accept, that I am never, ever going to learn everything there is to know in this industry. And I'm okay with that. That is fine with me. I am very open-minded, and that's the way it is. It's no different really than I was in towing. Towing the same thing. It didn't matter how many years you put in. You were always going to be looked at as a rookie. And that's amongst every driver. Like, you're going to get the drivers that have been doing it for 20 years. I'm definitely green. They're going to see it as, if I was driving for 10 years and they've been driving for 20, they're still going to look at you as a green. That you've been, you don't have the experience they have experience. And again, that's fine with me. That's just the way it is. That's the way of life. But what I'm hoping to do is just to kind of give like an insider's look on my journey. You know, where I've come, where I've started, you know, where I'm going. You guys have missed a huge part of that, my training and all that fun stuff. And a lot of it was fun. There's a lot of learning curves. Did I have bad times? Oh, you betcha. You know, have I gotten any tickets or anything? No, I've been fortunate that way. Have I done anything stupid enough to warrant any? I'd be lying if I said no. Yes, I have done some pretty stupid things that if the scales had caught me, I would have been screwed. You know, but that's all part of the learning experience. You know, and like I said, I have friends that are drivers and that, and they help me through it. You know, that's one of the great things about this job is, you know, drivers for the most part are out to help each other. You do get the occasional one, you know, where you're on your own. All they care about is doing shit their way. You ask them for help, and you know, they may not tell you to go fuck yourself, but they'll tell you, you know, like, no, I'm not helping you, figure it out for yourself. You know, in some instances, depending on what the question is, that's the best way. I tried to, when I started, to do as much as I possibly could on my own, which ended up getting me into flack by some of my friends, you know, because they felt, you know, I wasn't taking it seriously, and you know, and that the help was there. Why not use it? And a lot of it for me was I had to learn on my own. And, you know, I had to try and figure things out for myself, and if I couldn't, I would ask for help then. And it was a catch-22, because for me, that's the way I'm not one to. I don't want to feel like I'm asking stupid questions. And I know everybody says there is no stupid question when it comes to trucking. Probably not, but I'd still like to, you know, if I feel it's a stupid question, then I overthink it. Anyway, I'm just kind of mumbling now. But yeah, so that's why I'm doing this, is, you know, so you guys can kind of see, I can share with everybody, with you guys, just what it is I do on a day-to-day basis. Maybe not a day-to-day, that's a little much, but on a week-to-week basis, you know, I'm going to try and post videos as much as I can. When I get into the lease thing, it's going to be harder. I'm going to be a lot more busy. There's a lot more things I got to be focused on, and I'm already picking that up based on, you know, I got to get an account, and I got to make sure that, you know, I got all my receipts. I got to be adding things up daily. I got to be keeping track of my miles that I do during the day. There is a whole shit ton of stuff that I got to take care of now that I didn't have to really as a company driver. Should I as a company driver? Maybe. Do you have to as a lease op, owner op? Yes, you do. You have to make sure you're on your game and you are like keeping track of everything. Because if it's not for when you do your taxes at the end of the year, it's to protect your own ass for when you get paid. First, we get paid every 2 weeks if we're doing the lease. Twice a month if we're lease, and it's once every 2 weeks as company. Almost works out to the same thing. There's not much of a difference. But the difference is that if what you're adding up doesn't match what you're being paid, meaning you're getting paid a lot less, then it's stuff you got to be keeping your eye on, you know. And the same thing with repairs. I know my pre-trips, I got to work on them. I got a little lazy over the last, you know, year. I got comfortable. I got to get out of my comfort. I got to get out of that area where I've gotten comfortable and I've started to slack, and I got to pick up I've really got to buckle down, and I got to start making sure I'm doing more thorough pre-trips and everything else like that, because this truck that I'm going to be leasing is my responsibility. Anything that goes wrong with it falls back on me. Does it fall back on the company? Yes, it does, but it falls back on me just as hard. And I'm like, because I'm leasing the thing, and it's going to cost me big money if I'm not keeping tabs on it. So these are all things that I understand. These are all things I know I got to do, and I'm cool with it. So you know, if there's anything you guys would like to see me post about, or make a video on, by all means, you know, throw them in the comments. I usually try and get to the comments and respond to them every day if I can. Again, I'm going to be busier, so it's not going to be as easy when I'm on the road, but I'll do what I can. I usually try to at least take a look once every day to once every couple days or so. I lag behind just like everybody else, but I'll do my best. And if there's anything I've said, educational wise, you know, where I'm wrong, because that's definitely a possibility. I'm still new, you know, and people aren't going to see things the way I see them. And if there's anything, you know, that you guys have picked up on that I might be giving wrong advice on, and don't be a dick about it. You know, I can handle criticism fine, and there's no need to like go into name calling or anything else like that. Just be like, just tell me, you know, hey, friggin' that last video this is what you said, and friggin' that's wrong. You know, like, by all means, you know, I'm open to criticism, especially if I'm giving wrong advice. That's the worst thing I want to do. Or sorry, not the word. Well, it's the worst thing, but it's also the last thing, which is what I'm trying to say. It is the last thing I want to do is give advice that may get someone else into trouble. So that's all for now. Everybody take care, and as soon as I got a name for the new channel, I'll share it with you guys, and yeah, enjoy the videos. Talk to you guys soon. All right, have a good one.